Hi there, and welcome to Storytime with Uncle Bill. And today we're going to talk about the education I got the first time I was locked up in federal prison, which was in SCI, Fort Dix, New Jersey. Shout out to everybody that's ever been there. It's not the best place, not the worst place. It is the largest federal institution in the United States at the time, anyway. And I got there in May of '99. And as a kid, I always knew I was going to go to prison. And now I'm finding out what it is, and it was a shocker, big time shocker. And but they have a lot of programs, and you could go to college. They have a lot of different colleges you could go to. And I was excited about that because I was locked up, and I was real smart, but I didn't want to go to school, folks. I just didn't want to go to school. And because I wanted to do everything. I wanted to live the story. I was trying to live the story. And I needed some guidance, man. I just need a little bit of guidance. And this is really what this is about. Because when you get to prison, there's no family in there. Unless you got family in there, and you're lucky. But you got to make it. And like you got to. Then that was my mindset. Was my whole mindset. Whatever I got to do, I got to do. But I got to make it. And I was going to. Some people don't. You lose your mind in there. Or you get institutionalized. And I didn't want to do none of those things. It doesn't take you long to. Just if you observe and watch and listen, you can see it. And over the years, you can really start seeing it. And gotta stay out of there, people. You just don't even need to get in trouble. It's not worth it. Find the excitement somewhere else. That's what it was for me. The thrill. There's so many other things I could have did, besides being bad, doing bad. It wasn't really hurting anybody. You know what I mean? But it was bad. So. I had already by August I had ate the mouse, and I was pretty much known by them. Plus I played all the sports, and I started going to church, and I was always doing something, playing games, all kind of games and things, and learning some bad stuff too, but I would never apply it. You just stuff you're around, you know what I mean? Just because you're around bad things don't mean you do bad things. The problem with that is you can get just as much trouble as they do, so you know what I mean? So if you really ever wanted anything from me, all you had to ever do was ask. And if you really wanted to see what I got, you had to push me. Make me want it. Make it something obtainable with a reward at the end of it to show that I always needed that sense of accomplishment. And I'm always trying to prove myself. Some of the things I've just carried over as a kid. I just like it. I like it, and I'm not planning on changing about me neither. So there was like a million classes. Man, people, I watched some prison videos, guys who've been in prison and stuff, and some say they're in education or they didn't do anything and all that. And I was just fortunate. Because I went after everything, and some of the things, like I couldn't go to college because I could have, you know what I mean, but I couldn't take other classes, or there was always a conflict because I really pushed myself. You're gonna see I really pushed myself to get the help that I needed. So if I had an anger issue and it was like college, I gave up college math so I could do alternative to violence or something. to see if I can't tamper this damn beast down, folks. Because once you provoke me, listen, I don't even care who you are, it's on. And I needed, but even I took all these courses, and it was really, you could talk to somebody to death and pray, help, please don't do this. If you do this to me, I'm gonna do this to you, and they're gonna do it to you, and then I'm gonna do it to you. You're not gonna understand, but you should. Cognitive behavior tell you, damn, he did tell me never to do that. He fucked me up, and then you're over there bashed all in, wondering what the hell happened. And I was like, remember when I was begging you? That's what I was trying to learn from these courses, but you ain't listen. And I'd be sorry about that, people, for real, but I'm gonna tell you, can't stop it. Cobra, you can't deal with it. Your body ain't made to withstand it. So I started taking classes. And the reason why I was at SCI, Fort Dix, New Jersey, I was supposed to be at a camp, hopefully in North Carolina or something, but that's not how the feds work. But they had the drug program there, and part of my sentence was taking that. And you don't just get in the drug program just because they recommended you. You got to take a test and stuff, and they got the thing, and you could take the drug program, and it's like if you complete it. And now there was I'll talk about that a little bit. But I was supposed to be there for the drug program, and I did get accepted, and I don't remember when, but we got through it. And so I started taking classes, and I got them right here. It was the certificates, man. I wanted the certificates bad. And the first one I got here is for hazmat, May 25th. And it's my man Calvin Williams, and he's a black dude, and he used to say, you gotta plan your work and work your plan. A person without a plan plans to fail. And he used to have the present, past, as the future, blah, blah, blah. He was a good dude, man, full of cheer. He was serious about this safety stuff, folks. It was this is a 40-hour job site, and that was part of his class that he taught on the side, and he taught it to us to help us get that, because you need this with this, which is the Burlington County Institute of Technology. What is it's the 90-hour hazardous material. He taught both of them. I never even got to use it, folks. Probably would have came in handy somewhere. I asked to use it. That's another story. I was denied. But you can see the dates on them. May 25th, 2000 and June 30th of 2000. Remember now, I got there in May of 99, and I don't think I really took any classes the rest of 99 because I ate the mouse. Wasn't a lot of time. The holidays was coming up. I was playing sports like crazy. And they have a lot of tournaments and things, folks. There's just a lot going on. And so I didn't take no classes then. And my next one right here, I got this on my birthday, actually. And this was the Alternative to Violence program. Is it the Quakers? One of the things was on here, and I don't remember a whole lot of it. Mostly, like walk away, blah blah blah. I do that sometimes, but you walk away and a damn person starts mumbling underneath your breath. Boy, I can't take it good. And this was an inmate run course, positive thinking and motivation, man. And it was just some guys that got together and was like, yo, let's create a class focusing on doing the right thing out here in prison instead of the wrong thing, and I was stealing folks, man. I was getting it. But these guys, they brought out a good program. I took it, I think it was only like 10 hours or something. Yeah, 10 hours. It was helpful. Look, I took anything. Did you just put a bulletin on, you just put a sheet of paper on the board and be like, look, we're gonna have this class, and if you want to do it, you get a certificate at the end. And these things just look good for when you go to your counselor, your case manager and stuff. They don't help you get no time off. It just shows you trying to do the right thing. Maybe sometime it will or not. But if you're gonna be locked up, you might as well do something productive, people. And I was really trying to show that I did. Here's a stress management. And a lot of these things got little stuff on the back of them, let you know what's up. I don't really remember it, but you can bet I applied it and still applied. I just ain't thinking about it. I learned it from this class right now. And this was cool. Mr. Mullins gave me this after I graduated the drug program. Part of the drug program is like you could get, I think it was like 18, if you complete the drug program, and there's 2 parts to it. But if you completed both parts, you could get 18 months cut off your sentence. I think a year or 18 months. It's a lot of time, folks. And you get 6 months halfway house. Like this class is worth taking. It's tough. But after I had graduated, I didn't have that much time left, and they had to do some paperwork to get me to the halfway house because I had some charges pending and I had to get those taken care of, or otherwise I could have left earlier. And so I couldn't get no time off. A few people graduated drug program and didn't get nothing. They still had some time left, so they put you back in another dorm. And the drug program, it's a barracks thing, was just nicer. It was a lot quieter because you were under pressure. You get kicked out. You didn't want. It was like that place in the animal house, and it wasn't so bad out in the compound, but this place was just a lot better. You know what I mean? And Mr. Mullins come up to me and he's like, "Look, I understand your situation. Why don't you?" And I was in a 2-man room, hard to get, folks. And he was like, "Why don't you could be a mentor for my class, and you can stay in here." I was like, "Yeah." And he gave me a certificate for it. And that's what that was, a certificate for it. And I got this other alternative to violence, advanced course in alternative to violence. Man, I want to say, oh, there it is, Quakers. And these people came in like the Quaker box, man. There was a couple, I think they were Amish girls. Had the dress and the white hat, so nice. They were real nice people, folks. It was all right. I enjoyed it. And now this one right here gave me nightmares. The nightmares to me signified I'm not applying myself, and I need to push harder. That's all a nightmare means when it relates to something going on in my life. And this one right here was it. And 120 hours of residential wiring. This dude was cool, man. Let me see if his name is up here. Mr. Lutz. And Mr. Lutz was a cool dude, man. He come into class. There's like 20, 30 something of us, and first thing he does, "Hey, has anybody in here ever blown a blower? Or anybody in here ever blown a fuse?" And all these hands start raising. "Did you burn your mouth?" Oh boy, did I laugh. I was like, "Yeah, this dude's gonna be cool. I'm gonna enjoy this class, you know." And a lot of codes and stuff, a lot of book work, and then baby steps into hooking wires up to switches, the lights, then three-way switches and continuous switches, and it was a lot going on, folks. And I was getting little by little, but at the end you had a whole big ass contraption, and you got to make it all work, and this better work here, and these plugins better work when this switch hits. And I thought I knew it, but a couple of times that I had tried it, I failed. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, damn. And I knew how the electricity worked and blah, blah, blah. And I still don't understand when I got that light and I stuck those 2 paper clips in the receptacle to make my light work. How that, I didn't get electrocuted. I never figured it out, but I just couldn't get it. And I started having nightmares 2 days before the class. To pass it or not, and it just bing. I went in there, blah blah blah, bing 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 bing. It was awesome. So I got my certificate, and it looks like it's all, except this guy. That's what it looks like, folks. The 500-hour residential drug program. And it says 500 hours. Phase 1, 500 hours. Just the letter. I really like the letter. It's to me, it's well thought out. It says, congratulations on your successful completion of the requirements for the 500-hour residential drug abuse program. As you know, this accomplishment was not an easy one, especially while being incarcerated. Engaging in treatment requires one to be honest, open, and willing to acknowledge faults and incorporate constructive feedback. Establishing trustworthy relationships with others is difficult in any setting, especially in a correctional environment. You have faced this challenge and achieved your goal. Now the real work begins. Recovery is a lifelong process. No matter what your future brings, you will be confronted with temptations and choices. It is our sincere hope, shared with that of the drug treatment staff at FCI Fort Dix, that you have internalized the skills necessary to master whatever challenges life may bring you. Best wishes for your future. My instructor was Mr. Eckert, and Mr. Eckert was this bodybuilder dude, and Dr. Eckert, he was a good dude, man. I mean, buff as hell, and laid back. I mean, laid back, folks, laid all the way back. He was just he was interested in the story, and that's a lot of, like it says, 500-hour residential drug program. Now they changed it, so I don't remember if I did it. It was either 9 months or a year, because they were changed. It was like one and then the other. So I don't even know how long I did. I had to do it anyway, so it didn't matter. But there's man, you got to do like 2,000 hours of wellness, so many hours of group meetings. And the biggest requirement was you had to tell your life story. And man, there was some extravagant. I mean, this is the feds, people. So like, nobody really got a petty charge in here. And there's doctors and lawyers and big, educated, high-powered people that own just everything. You know what I mean? And I'm in there, and like, my most expensive car was like $2,500. Never owned a house. I lived in trailers probably my whole adult life, you know what I mean? And well, hell, I was only 20, 20, I was 22, 23, and 24 at Fort Dix. And yeah, shit, man. What I did was I fought and stole. That was. And I worked at damn Bojangles, cut grass. You know what I mean? I didn't sell drugs. I had a GED. My life story sucked compared to, like, the fighting stories were good and stuff, and you know, maybe a couple sexual escapades and shit, but on the whole, they just look at you. But I was able to do this. I was able to talk about that, and I could make you easily open up because you just say, damn, I make you feel safe. And it was, you know, it's all part of the whole. One story doesn't make. There's a couple of stories that are pretty, you know, they're damn, you know what I mean? But when you add them all together, and that 500-hour people, it's worth it if you could get everything from it. It's even worth it. If you're troubled, man, and I was troubled. I'm even troubled now. Like, I got those things, and I'm gung ho about it too. I'm like all the time, you know, trying to shoot positivity and keep all kind of negativity away from. You got to, because the world is a real beautiful place, and most people are really good people. It's just some people in your lifestyle people, lifestyle mindset, making changes. Prison shouldn't be the place you want to learn to do that. But if you're going to have to go to prison, you might as well do things constructive while you're in there. And I've been to 2 federal prisons as a home, and I accomplished plenty. And if you got somebody, if you're gonna go to plan, if you know you're going to prison, or you want to prevent somebody, go have them watch me, man. Have them watch me. I got plenty more coming. I'm not the best role model on earth, but I can show you a different way. That's what all this is about, just showing you. Because sometimes you don't know, man. You know, you could be a single mom out there, like my mom, real straight, thinks she's doing everything by the book, beating my ass trying to teach me to do the right thing, and behind her back, she just don't know what the hell's going on, didn't she? My mom didn't have a clue, folks. A clue that I was doing all kind of bad and loving it, and it was with her brothers. Clue. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today. Those are my prison certificates. I really cherish them. They weren't easy. If you like it, hit the like button, share, subscribe for me. Got plenty more stories coming. Until then, y'all have a good day and be safe, y'all. Peace.